Hi, you guys. Welcome in. How is everybody feeling? I'm calling in all my empaths and earth angels. I know for myself, oh my gosh, my emotions have been crazy. I've been so like, we're feeling everything. We're feeling everything that is going on collectively right now. Um, so I just want to have a message for those of us that are empaths, earth angels. We Right now, try your best not to absorb what's going on. Stay away from the news. I know for myself, I don't watch mainstream news at all, but I watch YouTube and I get on YouTube and I watch what my soul leads me to watch. Those things that are going on that aren't being covered up. If you're understanding what I'm talking about. So, there's just so much going on that is meant to keep us divided, meant to keep us in hate, meant to keep us in anxiety and fear and right versus left and red versus blue. And, for those of us that are empathic and that are earth angels, we know, we know the truth. We feel what's going on. It's, it's inevitable to us. We just know exactly what the truth is, or at least we are making an effort to get to what the real truth of things is rather than just, believing everything that we're being told. I'm telling you guys this right now because we're all really going through it. I know I am for sure. And it's hard because when you're empathic, you just know things. When you're an earth angel, you know things, whether we want to or not. Intuitively, we know what's going on. We have dreams. We're prophets. We just know. And so it's so hard when, we're being challenged for why we believe the way we believe. A lot of it is just intuition. We just know we have these gifts that we're born with, and we just know what is the truth and what isn't and what's going on. And I just want to tell you guys, if you're exhausted, there's a good reason. Allow yourself to rest right now. Give yourself self-care. I know for me, I just cannot. I wake up with a little bit of energy, and a few hours later, I'm just done. Turn things off. Stay away from those people that are going to challenge you right now, because we don't need to be challenged for the way we believe things. Because, like I said, most of the time it's just an intuitive knowing. It's just what we know to be, and it's hard to have to, you know, explain ourselves, if you will, and then you explain yourself and your reasoning, and then that's still being challenged. It's draining. I had it happen to me quite a few times lately, and it's just like, so I don't go out much. I just want to stay home in my cave. And right now, I think that that's what Spirit is telling me, let you guys know it's okay to just kind of withdraw right now, minimize what you're watching and listening to, and those people around you that do want to butt heads and challenge and want to be in that anger. When it comes to politics, you guys, they all are puppets. They all work for the same elite, if you know what I mean. If you're still here, then you're meant to be here listening to this message today. So I'm going to leave it at that. The reason I'm here doing a reading, there's a lot of mother wounding and mother healing that's been going on. It's been coming up in some of my readings, and I also listen to readers. And it's just kind of, I think a collective thing for the earth angels, the empaths, so that those that have been doing their work, that have had a really hard go of it in life. And it's like, I feel that energy is being shed now. A lot of mother healing is either happening, has happened, or needs to happen. I got that message really strong. I resonate with that as well. It's like, it's the end of the rest of the healing that needs to be done is happening, or has happened, or we're coming out of it. And I just think there's a message for us today that may assist with that may help with the mother wounding, the mother healing. Okay. Sorry, you guys, I'm a little all over the place, but let's go ahead and just get into it. I had done a little bit of a pre-shuffle and Temperance card came out. So that's how I knew this was a message for the Earth Angels. You probably had a very difficult childhood. You may have resonated with being a black sheep. Maybe you felt like you didn't really belong. You didn't really have a place. You didn't really quite fit. Your puzzle piece didn't really quite fit in. You ever done a puzzle and you think you found that right piece and you're like trying to force it to fit and you're like, well, that's shit. It looks like it, but that's not the right piece. Maybe you always like try to force yourself to fit in to your family and you just never did. And maybe you are on the outskirts of your family right now. So let's just go ahead and see what this message wants to tell you. I know it's about mother healing for sure, mother wounding for sure. So Divine Mother, Divine Father, angels, ancestors, guides of the highest light and love, please help me read these messages from you accurately and clearly. Help me deliver them accurately and clearly. Oh, wow. See, it's heavy. I feel so heavy. I started doing this reading and I started to feel really heavy. Okay, I saw the Ace of Swords earlier because I asked Spirit, do you want me to talk about mother wounding? And that's a yes right there. And this is meant to bring some clarity. I think we have the Eight of Swords here. You definitely have been in a bondage type situation when it comes to your mother. You have felt maybe stuck in a situation with your mom, or you haven't been able to move out of emotions. Maybe you've been holding on to emotions, holding on to, just that energy of, I can't quite say goodbye to my mom, even though I need to. Okay. And now this could be past, present, or future energy, you guys. So this could be going on right now where you're like, I just need to break free from my mom once and for all. Spirit saying, you got this, you can do it. It's time for your victory. It's time for that freedom, that clarity. This is an ace. This is like, it's time to allow yourself to have that new beginning and move past what has kept you stuck. Maybe your mom is a narcissist, or maybe she's always played the victim, or you've always felt like, I have to be with my mom. I have to work things out with my mom always because she's my mom. And maybe that was the programming that you were stuck in. So you always were the one perhaps that made the effort to fix things with your mom and just kind of stay there where she's at, knowing she's never going to grow, never going to try to mend the relationship. It's always up to you to be the bigger person when it comes to your mama. And you're ready to break free from that. You're ready to get out of that conditioning. Maybe you've done that recently, or maybe this is what you're hoping for, wishing for. Yeah, look at this. Wow, 8 of Cups. Yeah, and Spirit saying it's okay. So we have 3 8s here, you guys. 3 8s. So to me, 8, like I'm hearing the word infinity. Is that how you say it? I'm just hearing like cycle. This has been a loop with you and your mom. It's like I'm getting like that runner chaser energy, and your mom always made you work at the relationship, and you chase her, and you come after her, and you show her the love. And I bet on Mother's Days, like on Mother's Day. Oh, okay, speak. I bet it's all about her, even though you're a mother as well. That message is coming through. But Spirit's saying, it's time to move away from that now. It's time to move away from this dynamic where you're having to put in all the work. That's not how it's meant to be. Yes, it's our mother. It's your mother. But that should be a very nurturing relationship, a relationship of love, rather than feeling like something you have to have with your mom. I have to be in her life because I'm her daughter, and I'm her son, and that's just how society tells us we're supposed to do it. That's your parent, that's your mom. You have to be there. You have to talk to your mom. She gave birth to you. Well, not necessarily. You didn't ask to be born. You didn't ask to, you know, have her as your mother. I mean, we do that in the spiritual realm, of course, but my point being is you're the child, and it should be a reciprocated relationship. And spirit's like, yes, that's the truth. Preach it. Because yes, that is our parent. We should always give them respect, and we should always, of course, give it effort, but you shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be detrimental to your well-being. You shouldn't always be the one working, and it not being two-sided, equal give and take. And I feel like that's how the relationship with your mother has been. And you're like, I'm ready to get out of this stuck energy with my mom, because I know things are never going to change. She will never put in any effort. I'm going to always be the one working at this and chasing her down, and the one contacting her all the time. And you don't have to do that anymore. If you need this message as validation that it's okay to walk away, it's okay to walk away. You can do it with love. This is not going to be a long reading. I don't know what's going on, but right now I'm feeling so anxious. Whew. I don't know what's going on. It's heavy energy, guys. Very heavy. So, Spirit, justice. There's that balance. Tell me about this relationship with the mother. For some of you, she was indeed a narcissist. We have the Justice that came out. We have the Emperor, and we have the Six of Cups. So there is balance being restored in your life. Know that when you are able to disengage from your mother's energy, and when you really truly can walk away without feeling guilty, it's like then you're going to have this balance in your life, this harmony, I think for the first time ever. And this is going to be your justice. This is going to be, it's like Spirit's like, it's time. You can walk away now. You can start anew without your mom and your energy. We have Six of Cups here, and we have the Emperor. I think when you were a child, you just didn't get that nurturing and that love. I think she was very hardcore, very, not for all of you, okay, this is not a personal reading, but I see like an iron fist for some of you. For some of you, I'm feeling absolute narcissist behavior. Like I said, that runner-chaser relationship. Maybe you're the one that constantly has to be in contact with your mother. There's no phone calls, no, you're the one having to, hey, mom, let's go out to dinner. You're the one making all the effort. And I think it's been like that for your whole life. That's why you've been doing this inner child healing, because it really made you feel less than. You really didn't have a whole lot of respect for yourself at one point in your life, because you never felt that love and respect. It's all how we're raised, right? You guys, the love the nurturing that we need as children. And no knock to any mamas, because it's the hardest job in the world. But with this energy that I'm feeling, like I'm literally shaking right now. This is a narcissistic energy of someone that they're very much in their ego. They don't need to change. I'm too old to change. I'm the mom. I don't have to change. You just have to accept me and deal with it. And if you don't like it, then leave. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be, I think, surprising for some of you when you do walk away and realize your mother's not going to chase after you. And you're going to realize like, oh shit, like I did used to like just chase after my mom for her love. Give me your love, mom, begging her, right? So the Emperor and Six of Cups, that she was pretty hardcore. She could have been very verbally abusive. Unfortunately, with some of you with that iron fist, there could have been a lot of physical. Very sorry. I believe it's okay to spank kids, but it's not okay to beat kids. You know, there's such a huge difference. So for some of you, I think your discipline was very, very harsh. But you have the Justice here. And you have the Ace of Swords, which is those cards of hope. Like, yes, look at this. Nine of Pentacles. You've been learning your self-worth. You've been learning how to be courageous and brave, because maybe when you were younger, you couldn't have that voice. You didn't have that self-esteem. Maybe you had very low self-esteem. Maybe your mom was really hard on you. I think, you know, with this Nine of Pentacles, with this imagery I'm kind of getting for some of you, maybe your mom was very much into looks and appearance and how people, oh, well, you can't do that because Betty, she'll know. Betty will find, what will they think of us? So maybe you had a mother like that, always worried about what everybody thought, what everybody cared about. You know, maybe you always had to look impeccable. Or maybe you were picked on because of your looks by your mother. But what it's telling me now with this Nine of Pentacles is you've been learning how to, you're in this independent energy now. You've broke free from the desire of the need to have like your mother's approval. Oh, wow. You're breaking free of needing, there's another word coming through. I'll think of it. It's like right there on the tip. Why am I shaking so much? For some of you, were you scared of your mother? Like, I've never done a reading where I'm shaking like this, you guys. So maybe some of you were quite scared of your mother. I heard you're not no mo. Okay. So you're climbing back up into your sovereignty, your strength, your endurance. Yeah, you guys, I'm shaking. So I think for some of you, you dealt with a pretty, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this one as well. You dealt with a mother that was incredibly manipulative. I won't be surprised if the Magician card doesn't come out. I want to, okay, 888. 888 is such a beautiful, like, please look that up. I wish I had my number book right here because I would read it for you, because that's such a beautiful number for this reading. Okay, you guys, I got a little off course. 4 of Pentacles. Or some of you, you've tried to walk away from your relationship with your mother a number of times. And somehow, some way, she pulls you back. What I'm feeling with this card is, I think, I think it would be really conducive to do some cord cutting when it comes to your mother. Do we're in the full moon energy still. We had a full snow moon last night. Write down whatever it is that you want to release. I'm ready to release you, first, middle, last name, and write a note. Burn it tonight. Mama still has a hold of you. So you must do something that is going to finally release that energetic cord. I just wrote my mom an email, but this was me. I mean, many times my mom pulled me back. Many times my mom pulled me back. It's not easy. It's our mother, right? That's our mom. The person that's supposed to give us the most love, the most care and compassion, not the jealousy, not the narcissism, not the competition, you know? And that's just someone that's very unhealed, right, you guys? So tell me about the mother energy. Anything else? Ooh, and I'm getting a headache doing this. This is heavy energy, you guys. That's a lot of cards. I don't think I want to do this many cards. I might just shuffle again, you guys. Let me see. Well, there's the Magician. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put these back, and then if they're meant to come out, this was the Ace of Pentacles, the Judgment, Seven of Cups. There was like 6 more cards that came out. So, look at Empress, Four of Wands, Magician. What did I just say? Magician. This is Mama. This was Mama. Big Mama. She ruled the house. She was manipulative. And you know, I think for some of you didn't even realize it till just maybe in the last couple years, you realize, oh my gosh, because you're an earth angel. You are born into very difficult families. They're your lessons because you have a harder mission here than anybody. You're here to like help humanity, to give your story, to help others heal themselves. So you have very, very difficult childhoods and family lives because you're meant to learn those lessons and apply them. You're not meant to stay in these karmic relationships. And that's what they were. But you're having a really hard time walking away. I think a lot of it is mental. I think a lot of it, the guilt, got to stop it because this is manipulation 101 right here. Mama she had a lot of control. She could have been a little teeny tiny lady, but man, she was in charge. I think many of you grew up in single family households because with this, we have the Emperor and the Empress here. But I'm getting the feeling you grew up like in a single mother household because that's why she was so hardcore. That's why for some of you, there was physical, because I think your mom just didn't know how to deal. But your mama is a manipulator, okay? And just because it's our mother doesn't mean they have to be in our life. If you feel in your heart and soul you've learned the lessons that you've needed to learn, you have to ask yourself, is there anything else I need? Like, is there any other reason why I need to stay in this relationship? Because if the answer is no, there's nothing else I need to learn, then you have permission to walk away, you know? There you go, Earth Angel. Yes, yes. I'm shaking. Okay. Temperance. This is the card that came out for me before I started the reading. Because I had asked Spirit, do you want me to do a reading about mothers? And when this came out, I was like, okay, Earth Angel reading for sure. Look at this. 3 of Swords. I told you, the empaths have to have the most difficult, heartbreaking missions. Not for punishment, but that way you can absolutely be in your divine purpose once your lessons are learned, once you've made it out of this heartache. I think for some of you, your mother was probably your catalyst for you to go into your dark night of the soul. And in turn, you're getting your wings, kitty cats. Look at this, because that's what happens. It's like you're going up in rank now. Now you're getting your wings. So for some of you that are still like on the fence about, I just don't know if I can really cut my mom off, you have to really pray about it. You have to think about if life would be better with mama in your energy, without. Is she an energy vampire? Is she a narcissist? Is she someone that recognizes any of her faults? Because you have to really ask yourself those things, because mama will pull you back. This mama has a lot of control and power over her Earth Angel child. I heard right now, mama was very jealous of you. And That's why she held back a lot of love. She knew. With this temperance, she knew, she felt like my child is special. They're more special than me. They're more beautiful than me. They're more handsome than me. Like, I can't ever let my child outshine me. Are you kidding me? Wow, you guys. Sorry, my dog. Sorry, you guys. Gaia Marie is protecting us. We just got the King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. I'm going to clarify those real quick. Then we're going to close this out. I think we get the gist of Mama, right? We're getting the gist of Mama. Gaia Marie. So now it's up to you. Now it's all out in front of you. We've pulled it from your subconscious mind. We've let you know this is Mom. Do you resonate with that? Are you ready? Do you feel your soul asking you to walk away? And if that's the case, then pray about it, because for many of you, it's quite necessary if you haven't already. Who is this King of Pentacles? I have an offer coming in from somebody. Page of Pentacles. Huh. Okay. Here we go. Some of you definitely have siblings. Wow. I think this is just kind of confirming what I was talking about, because we have King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I think this was a single family household for many of you. We have the World and the Emperor. So I really feel the spirit coming through saying, close out this cycle with this narcissist if you haven't already. Okay? Because it's like that. Well, this is what in turn is going to help you take back control of your life, right? That justice, bringing that balance back into your life, that Ace of Swords. Yes, this is going to help you break free once and for all, you guys. The Chariot energy, Cancer. We have Aries. We have Libra. We have Sagittarius. But you guys, it's time to break free from that energy, that mama energy that still wants to control you, that still wants to tell you what to do with your life, even though you're 40 years old. It still wants to critique how you're dressing, how you smell, how your haircut looks. Give me one more card for this King of Pentacles. I just want to make sure that I'm reading this right over here. Yeah, you guys. Hangman energy, Pisces with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups. Wow. So shift your perspective about all of this. Understand you're an earth angel. You had to be born into a very difficult family. I think that there was, I just keep seeing that iron fist, like hearing the word a lot of structure and discipline. And for some of you, not all of you, but Spirit is saying it's time to shift your perspective. Be thankful that this for many of you was the catalyst for you to awaken, to start your awakening. Look at the crown chakra, totally illuminated, activated. So this was necessary because you are getting ready now. I mean, we're in the time of the new earth. You're being prepared, earth angel, for your mission. So tell yourself, I'm grateful I had to go through that. I'm grateful that I had to learn these lessons, because now I am super independent. I don't need anybody else with that Nine of Pentacles. I can take care of my emotional needs, my physical needs, my spiritual needs. I can take care of myself without needing to rely on anyone anymore. So put everything into a different perspective now. Now I've learned from my own experiences how narcissists are, or how manipulators are, or how energy vampires are, right? And now you get to apply all of this knowledge that you've learned. So be thankful for this. Okay, so I'm also getting with this King of Pentacles, you're going to be using that knowledge. So here we go. You're going to be taking all those things that you learned, another Six of Cups here. And you're creating this beautiful, happy life now because you're in charge. No one is in charge of you anymore. Hold on to those good memories. That's also going to help you break free. Any of the negative energy negative thoughts creep in, try to think of something good that happened when you were a kid. Even if it was just you had a great neighborhood friend and you got to go play with them. You know, it's like sometimes we dwell on all of the negative, and you have to remember, there had to be some good, right? I always remember my mom making Rice Krispie treats. That was my favorite. Okay, can you give me the outcome for the collective, please? Yeah, Ace of Swords again. We started with the Ace of Swords. Here comes that clarity. Here comes that new beginning, the Fool. Here you go. You've broken free from the grip that your mother had on you for so long, for your whole life. And now you're breaking free from that. You're cutting those cords now. There's the other Ace of Swords, right? You've cut those cords. And now you have love for yourself coming in. We have the Lover's card, Gemini energy. I just feel you're just going to be surrounded with a beautiful new love because now you know who you are. Now you've learned your worth. Now you've learned that you're not all those things that were told to you when you were a kid. It's like you've gained this sense of clarity about who you really are now. You're breaking free. And you have been that generational curse breaker, you guys. Wow, absolutely beautiful. And I looked at the bottom, and here we go. The Sun. Yep, those abandonment issues, gone. That lack mentality that you learned growing up, gone. Feeling like you're left in the cold, like you're the black sheep, like you don't belong, gone, because there's the Sun. Look at that. You picked yourself up off that floor, you walked through that door, and you said, nope, I am worthy. I am worthy of joy and happiness and love. And if I can't get it from my mama, I'm going to give it to me. So you've been healing your heart. You've been raising your vibration. And now look at this, the Sun, Leo energy. Okay, you guys. So just put that in perspective now. Your relationship with your mother is helping you evolve into who you're meant to be. And you're a beautiful earth angel. All right, you guys. Okay, I'm not shaking anymore. Somebody had a really scary mom. I'm really sorry about that. But let me know if this resonated. I'm not joking about this at all. I resonate with this completely, you guys. So I love you all so much. Give yourself a big hug right now. Tell yourself how amazing you are. And choose peace today, okay? All right, guys. Bye-bye.